Hey everyone, and welcome to Saber Pendragon Games. So this video is going to be a little bit different. We're going to go back and do a new series, and we're going to go back to basics. That's what this little mini series is going to be. There's going to be a couple of different videos just to go over some of the different basic information. When you first log into the game, you're going to see your show. And so this video, we're going to just talk about navigation, because that is something that can be quite challenging for new players, experienced players, even me. Even though I've been playing this game for about 7 years, this game can be quite confusing where to find things. So for you guys who are interested in this, give this a thumbs up. If this is helpful, give that a thumbs up. But if you want to be notified of the future videos, be sure to hit that subscribe button, and that way you can get an update on your account. So first, one quick tip, if you didn't know, you can just tap anywhere that is an open space on your screen and you can take beautiful screenshots of your show. Now, there's a bunch of different menus going on here. In the bottom, there is the My Show, which takes you right back to where we are. There's the Visit. So when you click Visit, this means you're going to go away from your screen, mostly to other people's shows, and then the map. So let's just go through each of them. So if you click on Random, it's going to choose a random player show that you can click cheer. If you click Visit and Visit Back, it lets you see who recently cheered your show. Now, if they recently cheered it within an hour, I believe it's up to an hour, or if they're still active, you can see this little bonus, and you click on that little gate, and then when you cheer them, you get an extra bonus gift item. Now, if we click on Friend, it's going to choose. You can choose to go visit one of your friends' shows. So let's go check out this. Looks like a cool show. That is really cool. I'm going to give that a heart. So on the screens, on a friend's or any person's show, you can click this little heart button by their name, and that gives them a little heart. And then to the left of their name is a book of an album. And here you can see previously saved shows. So if you want to look at one, you can. And some people can put a story. Some people, and it'll even tell you the items. Now the ones with the pink check mark means you own that item. And then finally, the last option under Visit is Map. Here you go to a even more confusing location, because once you complete this, you don't usually come back to it. So these are different towns you can visit. Each one of these, if you're just new, you're only going to have access to the first one, I believe, until you level it up. You get these stars by leveling up by donating gifts. When you donate more stuff and you max out the store or town, you will be able to click on there and click shop and get more access to items. So if you have smile points, these are some quick, cute items. They are older though, so if you don't like some of the older style stuff and want more the newer style stuff, then this isn't going to be what you want. There's also this helicopter. This is just one extra town, and it's for things that they have like cartoons on. They used to have other stores up here, and they removed those since then. So then you take the helicopter back down. You can take the boat now, and these are more of like the accessories. So it's like hats, glasses, handbags, and so forth. Now this main one here is for your stars. You can also access that by clicking the event and stars. So let's go back to the main menu. So the next button we have is change. You can change your, we'll start with veil. So if you have a veil, you can just go straight to that menu and edit it if you want. If you want to just edit your stage, you can do that by going there. It'll take you straight to your stage. If you want to go to veil here, you can just click that veil button there. And then if you want to go to your fashion, in the upper right hand corner is a to fashion. And it'll take you to your fashion. Now, if you want to just go from your home page to fashion, you hit change and fashion. So let's talk about the fashion real quick. So in the fashion, there's a lot of, we're actually going to save this for another video because this is going to be quite complex. And then the next button here is event. So the event with the tent, that's the current global event going on. So this is going to be your snap contest, catch, gifting, and style wars. That's going to take you to the main page of the current event going on. You won't have access to this till you reach about, I think, level 10. And then the fashion Lobo is something that used to be going on. It's no longer active right now. I don't know if they're bringing it back. And then lastly, you have that stars again. I'm going to do a new video with this because some of the stuff was updated. Now, if we go back to our home page, you hit the social button, and there's even more options. So the social button, you kind of want to think about, this is where you're going to be interacting with other people. So the first button is chat. This is going to be your personal board. And this is where people can leave a message. This is where you can have conversations. And you will get a notification. If you respond to someone else's board and they respond on their board, you won't get notification. It has to be on your board. Then you have timeline. Timeline is something that you can post. You can post something, you can tag something, you can search for a tag, you can search by your posts. And so here you can say, you know, you want friends, you have questions. So this is items that my friends have posted. This is something that has a certain tag. This is what's trending. And this is what has been recently posted. I will go back into this another day. So let me get out of this. Go back to my show. So then you can hit museum. So museum is a newer feature where you can post your show and people can heart it, which is different than your individual person. So it can be a little confusing. So these are what's new. Here's what's trending. Here's what my friends have posted. Whoops. Well, it's not working. And then here is yours. So it will tell you who has the most, and then it will show yours as well. Well, let me see if I hit, and there's a refresh button at the top. There we go. So it'll show you the ones I've posted as well. Now, let's go back to my show. Under social, there's a Q&A box. So this is where people ask questions. This is where I guess it has the best, most likes recently. I'm not most helpful. I've not played around with this as much. You can search on different topics. You can search subtopics. You can search for keywords. So if you have questions about certain events. This may be a good place to find information. And then there's resolved, new questions, and questions that still want an answer. So that's not loading for me, so I'm just going to skip over that. And then next is our friends. So this takes us to our friends page. This is where you can accept your pending request. This is where you can see who you've asked to be your friend. This can tell you who all your friends are, and it'll tell you how many spaces you have left. And so it organizes it by the newest people on the top and the oldest friends on the bottom. Now, I personally go through this about once every other month and just clear out my inactive friends, just so I can have room for new friends. As you can see, Style Wars just ended and I've not had time to add all the new friend requests, but I will get to it. So like, for example, this person has been inactive since November. I am going to remove this person. But if they ever come back and want to send a new friend request, then I will accept it when I have the space. So let me see who my oldest friends are, because this is really always interesting to see if they're still playing. Now, these are the friends I would have made a request to probably when I first started. So it's probably 6 years ago. So it's really interesting to see who else is a long-term player. Okay, these are a lot of people. Yeah, so some of these people are still active, which is really, really cool. And some of these you may know from popular competitive clubs. I used to be in one of those, and then I no longer wanted to keep up with that demand. And then the last social button is the club button. And here you can see who your club mates are. And I will have another video about how to navigate in this and what all you can do in the club. Now let's go back to our main page. And the last button is Gotcha. So this also is going to be another video because there's so much to navigate in just this alone. So this video, we're just going to talk about the bottom menu here. We have a side menu here on the right side, and then we have a menu here on the left side, these things. And then we got a button down here. Oh, you can highlight that. That's cool. So these will be another day, but down here is what we talked about. So I hope this video was helpful where to get some of that information. There will be more videos about going back to basics, as there is a lot of things to navigate on this game. It's very complex considering how cute and innocent it looks. So see you guys next time.